Hey, y'all, it feel like a holiday right now. You already know. See, everything messing up right now. Turn it off.
Is that Deanna? Tell her come on.
Is that ringtone too?
Just, if we get to it, call it, hit her up, Ali.
That's cool. Deanna?
Yeah, call her from your phone. Tell her to pull up.
I will.
Let me put this down. Deanna. It feel like a holiday already, man. It don't feel like a regular day. Welcome to another episode of Late Night Live with Brent. Make some noise, y'all. Make some noise. Make some noise. We opening up like a little bit at a time. It's like a scam. That's like
it's just kind of wet, get moist and then peel.
Yeah, that one. You know what I'm saying? Like, you be looking at me like, get a little more tomorrow. We getting there. This is a special guest for me, man. One of my partners in the game. Somebody I get to work with all the time, man. Give it up for the one and only Mr. Broady himself, man. Give it up.
Yo, yes. Hey, look, man. Yeah. That's the real shit. There we go. Real fan. Yeah. DMV, man.
Wolf gang, baby.
Hey, man, you've been representing, dog. I gotta give you that, dog. You really been representing, man. You've been putting it down. A lot of people, they know you from this roasting and roast me and AD stuff that we do. But even more people know you for, dog, you on Nickelodeon?
Yeah, bro. I did Nickelodeon, so of course, thank you for having me. First of all, I'm looking at this view in the background. This is a nice city. What the fuck are we on right now? Is this
we on like a
magic carpet or some shit? Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah. We need to get a lady up here because we can't just be two niggas on a magic carpet.
No,
Okay, all right, cool. But we did the Nickelodeon. You know what I'm saying? I hosted a show called Crash Leaks, so it's like ridiculousness for kids. Mm-hmm. So we watch clips and just crack jokes, so you can see the roasting kind of never leaves. You know, even in Nickelodeon, we were still able to somehow roast children. You know what I'm saying? In a safe way, but roasting people just getting hurt through sports fails. So you know,
kids dug it too, man.
Oh, they loved it. It was like 106 in Park for the kids. You know what I'm saying? They loved it too, man, and it was cool because. Third season, they let me put cornrows in. I remember there was these 3 black kids in the audience, and yeah, they let me. They allowed me to be. Just a little bit blacker, you know what I mean? All right, you can be ethnic now.
Let's see how this goes.
Let's see. Now they were a little shook, you know. Initially, they were like, "Oh, how's he going? Is that okay?" The exec producer came in and was like, "Yeah, love it," you know what I mean? And we went right back to work. But I remember there being some kids in the audience. They had their hair braided, and I remember they came out after the show. They're like, "Look, we look like you," you know what I mean? And that's a beautiful moment because you don't get that we didn't get that as kids, where there was literally people on TV that actually looked like us. We got an idea of black people that could look us. You had either you had the Good Times family, or you had the Jeffersons.
Right.
You had a Fresh Prince family, or you had Family Matters.
I'm glad how you snuck that in there because Hollywood. I mean, as much as crazy stuff that go on in Hollywood, and it's true, but Hollywood sometimes do get a bad rap. They will let you portray what you are. Like, I've been in certain situations where they like, no, be yourself, yo.
Yeah.
And I'm surprised by it because I'm like, yo, I'm ready. I got my bow tie, and I'm ready to.
You ready to be? Yeah.
I'm ready to tuck it in. And they're like, no, actually, we want like this is why you here. You can be yourself.
You can be.
Like that's you know what I'm saying. That's why we got the camera on you. And just like you said, by doing that, it's like wow, somebody else see that. And other people look just like
because it inspires you, man. I didn't see no black people in the gaming world when I was younger. I didn't see black people really doing anything that was that really felt like that represented me. Because it's like, yeah, I'm a gamer, yeah, but I'm also playing sports, but yeah, I also roast, but yeah, I was involved in so many things, but there was always there was just the Steve Urkel, you know what I'm saying? Or it was the Will Smith character, you know what I mean? Fresh Prince, it was a Carlton or Will, basically. It wasn't like a mixture of.
But now you see just how we have that image of a Carlton or a Will. Now I'm learning this. Damn, there's an image of a Broady. There's an image of a Brent Taylor. You know what I'm saying, the things that we starting to embody and embrace.
That's what I'm saying. There's kids that look up or look down to you, you know what I'm saying? there's some youngsters out there like, you know what, man, can we give me some advice, Pops? You know what I'm saying? They out there. What else, Brent? Thank you, mister.
I hate that most of my fans is kids that's bigger than me, too.
They come bigger now, than nowadays, man.
And they got jokes, too. They got practicing.
Oh, yeah. They can't wait till they catch us in public and shit, bro. I swear.
Speaking of that, man, people know it's from Roasting, man. I finally got somebody on here from the jungle with us. Shout out to Roast Me, shout out to everybody from the show, man. But how did you feel about it? I know how how I felt when I first got there. Teddy, you know what I'm saying, hit me up, and then I was around everybody, like Patrick, everybody, you know, like they threw us in something, and it was one thing I noticed at first. Everybody had like little cliques, and it was like even amongst comedians, you know, even though we all supposed to be friends, they had like little cliques and stuff. And I felt like the odd man out. I felt like it was like being.
Well, it was, you know what? It honestly, like, so I've been there since before it even first season. Like I was literally in the room as a part of the pitch. Like it was like me, Chris Snead, Craig Smith. Who else was in the room? I want to say Billy was in there, and we were literally. I'm telling you, it was so like basic. We were just in the room, standing against a white wall, and then they just moved the camera back and forth. And we were just looking at. We were just standing up and just looking at each other, and in DC we call it joning. You know, we call it joning in DMV area. So we were joning on each other, and that's it. And they just and it, honestly, they probably thought they was going to get like 10 minutes of it. We were going for probably like 40 minutes. You know, to the point they're like, all right, I think we got enough. Flash forward. Show got picked up, and that's when we were doing the rotating thing. So did you do the rotating thing the first season? Yeah. So first season.
When I first got there when we did the spin.
Yeah, and see that was not organic. That wasn't organic. That was
like. It felt like 200 people was there, dog. Like it felt like so.
Well, it was hot as hell. First of all, it was actually hot. Like it was supposed to look like we were like in like hell getting roasting each other, but it was literally like the AC stopped working at this venue.
In the summertime in LA.
Hot as hell.
We in there literally sweating, and they was like, yeah. And like
you already sweating because you're like, yo, these niggas gonna roast the fuck out of me.
Like
you
I
just
was in juvenile hall or something like Gladiator, like you know, like your first day of young jail, not real jail, but it's real like real penalties.
You know what I'm
saying? Practice.
Right.
They just gonna talk about it right now. So, but that's what it felt like. Everybody got to prove themselves, you know.
Yeah.
It was fun.
So it's fun. So then, you know, so the second season we jumped to the cafeteria, and that's when it started feeling a little more organic. And then when they set up the classroom, that's when it started like really hitting that next level for Roast Me. You know what I mean? Whereas people are like coming up and recognizing. I'm sure people recognize you all the time from Roast Me. I've done all types of shit that I thought was dope and fucking fire. And niggas are like, you the Roast Me nigga, right? And I'm like, yeah, but and also in Nickelodeon, they've done like you be trying to.
Shout out to Boo Capone, man, who we work with. Yo, Boo actually got platinum. Like he's a real plat. See how you looked at me just now?
Wait, a platinum what? Finish the sentence. He's
a platinum.
You got FUBU platinum jeans. What?
He be saying he was with West Side Connection and all that. He really do got a platinum. I've been with. I seen the plat. I heard the track. Yo, like you know what he? Okay, look.
I brought Boo in to roast me.
Dude.
I told him Boo used to roast outside at a comedy store at the end of the night. Whenever we would all go up and do our set, Boo would stick around, and then we just start. He calls it bagging. I call it joning. Yeah. We all realize we doing the same shit, and so it's just a mutual respect. Because I was like, yo, you don't understand how good it feels after a roast session with your people your partners that you love. You know what I'm saying? Because it really is fucking therapeutic, man. It is really if you actually got love for each other.
It feel like maybe like musicians, like they get paid to do songs and perform, but when they can just jazz.
It's like jazz. It's like jazz, yo.
Just having a jam session. That's what our roasting is like. I feel you. You know, it's like we all pulling out our weapons and just, you know what I'm saying, just having a little joust with it. There's nothing personal about it. Like when I've heard people ask me that a lot. Like, do y'all be getting offended? Do y'all be getting? Nah, dog. We actually all friends. You know what I'm saying?
It's all love at the end of after everyone's like,
guest.
Yeah, the guest because that's when they probably feel what you felt with it being cliquish. Like I mean that's just it is what it is. Once you coming into our figurative house, you know what I'm saying with it, it's like.
But that made me to see. I like that. That's why I was like, I wanted to know your perspective because I like that. That reminded me of being in school. And
it's the new kid. It's the new kid at school.
I'm always the new kid. I went to hella schools when I was young. My mom was always going to having different jobs and stuff. So and trying to keep me out the hood. So she was taking me to different little schools and stuff. But I was always remember that first day. Every year was first.
So you always had to come with it. Like every time they were always trying to roast you.
Yeah, hence my energy. Where I'm always just to myself. I don't care who click up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go. I want to take the head off. I want to take whoever the loudest, the fun, quote unquote funniest, most popular. Yo, I'm sitting back. I'm gonna get him because I'm gonna make everybody else laugh. That's how I'm gonna break it down.
That's what they say the terrorists do, man. The terrorists don't spend. Seriously, they be on them planes. They don't do a lot of time talking. Everyone, please, we're hijacking the plane. No, nigga, they pick up one person, slice the throat, and everyone's like, oh, I think he's in charge now. They don't even. You don't waste all that time.
That's how you got.
In the movies, they're running all down the aisles. Everyone, shut up! No, that shit, nigga. They just.
I see what you're saying. This is a lot more calculated.
They take 1 minute. Everyone, look right here.
So okay, so what was your experience like? Even down like when we was in the spit, and like you said, even though, because I know we knew everybody. Like I wasn't like I was a stranger or nothing like that either.
Yeah. Well,
knew everybody, so I didn't feel that. I wasn't like it wasn't a bad experience for me as well.
I think that the first season was just too produced. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and then there was times where they wanted to get a shot again, and it's like then now we're having to repeat a roast, which is like something that should never be done.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Even in a real session, like you repeat your roast, like nigga, we heard you the first time. Right. And so we repeating roasts, and it's just like it's starting to lose its like original flair with it. But then by that cafeteria time, they were still kind of figuring out, I think, who were the roasters, because hell, I even hosted like a few episodes in that second season. You know what I'm saying? And
then that kind of happened real organically, right? Because we were supposed to do. I thought it started. We were supposed to do like a promo in the cafeteria one day for it, and it just
turned into roasting, and they just rolled the cameras. Well, one time also, no, they were literally doing an episode of whatever the all deaf show they were shooting that was like inside the office or something like that, and they wanted to have a fake roast session within the episode. You remember that one? Yeah. But I mean, it was cool because I liked it. Like even in that second season, Tony Rock pulled up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I think Red Grant pulled up. Like we had like the big homies, pull up.
Man, I think everybody was getting gold grills one episode on the side, dog. Yeah, I feel you. Like, but it was the cafeteria. It went from
cafeteria to the classroom to the band classroom.
Yeah.
And it was just, I mean, I love seeing the growth of it. It's such a fun show. And like, contrary to like, even if you getting roasted, it's like. The fact that we are there is still fun. It's still fun. Like I just love, and then like especially if you get, if you get a good one out, bro, there's no better feeling when you just get a good like one that it's
like because that's what I think that's what people don't see too. Like it's like playing sports, yo. It's like some, you know what I'm saying? Like it feels good to see. I know it sounds weird, but it feels good to hear you roast me on a roll, you know what I'm saying? Now everybody dying, or whoever it is, because it's like, all right, like
because you know it's gonna look good on the screen. Like
sometimes I get lost in the moment, forget I'm there. Like, if you watch a lot of roast, you be like, why is he quiet? Because I'm watching this shit too. Like I want to watch.
No, and then the other thing too is the worst seat to be in is them fucking them front row. The front row is trash. The front row is trash. You can't see.
Man, so yeah, I had to like, like if y'all watching the classroom, I had to strategically watch. I had I purposely would always go to the side.
Well, that's what Billy would always smart. Billy would always go to the back because when you just in the back, you just, all right, this nigga got them shoes on, okay, head looking like this, nigga built like that, like you just sizing up. But when you in the front, you like, you know when the person's looking at you trying to size you up and then getting your jokes ready. You know what I'm saying? So they already ready with your first three. They got five.
You right how you said the fans' interaction with us
is
crazy because it's love, but it's crazy love. Like I'll be at like the gas station and somebody be like, hey man, you need help with the pump on number 4, fam? And I'm like, what? Like you know, it'd be a straight stranger, and then like I can see in his eye, like, and you know what I'm saying? Like, oh man, I'm a big fan. I get a picture of something, man. I love you, man. Boo, boo. But in my mind, I'm like, for 30 seconds, man, like a sharp pain went through.
You wondering what they
bully for 30 seconds at the pump real quick. And I don't know who this dude is. You know what I'm saying?
But they do that though too. Some of them think that because they see us roasting each other, they feel like this like this strength, like, oh yeah, I could play this, I could roast this nigga real quick. You know what I mean?
Like rappers, like if I was Snoop Dogg or something, somebody be come to, hey yo, 1, 2, 3, 2,
yeah.
You're like, I don't want to hear that shit now.
It's like that. It's almost like they trying to rap their mixtape, and I'm like, yo, just because you roast me, whatever.
But it's weird because it's love.
It's love. It's like they want to get roasted sometimes, you know. And I tell people like, yo, like honestly. No matter how hard I get roasted on the actual show, I'm still on that fucking show for a reason. And it's like legit. I can destroy you. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, yo, I'm not playing. Like I give people like when I just see people like I give people that little 3. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, all right, that's you. Oh, I see you. And then they say it again. The third time it's like, all right, nigga. Like now I'm about to go in, and then you laser in.
Because now I gotta make you famous for what you.
Well, what the other hard part is too is like when we're on the show, we're getting jumped. Like it's not like we're just one-on-ones. It's like that's why the battlegrounds is. I like the battlegrounds, and that's why I want to go on battlegrounds because that's just the one-on-one.
Roast Me Battlegrounds,
new show. Because when you getting jumped, like it's like you might say something, and I'm like, well, Brent, you right. I was saying that 3 other niggas, they got theirs ready to go.
Right. That's how, man. So that's how I felt about that whole like that mob mentality type stuff,
man.
But in the streets, it's crazy, like you said. Like it's people that have come with it, and it sounds like aggression. And you don't know. Right. And it's like, man, I could really fucking.
Bro, I was in Miami. I was in Miami on South Beach, bro, on the strip. Okay, on the strip. This dude comes up to me. He's like, "Hey, yo, Broady." And I'm like, "Look, hey, you little skinny leg mother," like straight up, and start walking up on me. Yo, I put one leg back. You know what I'm saying? I was like, "Yo, let me not break right now." You know. I'm like with girls. I'm with homies that don't know what's good. Where I sit with just their community in Miami. Yeah. He's like, "Yo, I be watching that shit, man. You funny and shit." I was like, "Oh shit, I ain't know." He's like, and so he said his little thing too, and I was like, "Man," like he tried to throw another one. I was like, "No, that's all good. Fat Troy Polamalu can say whatever he wants." Literally, he look like Maui from Moana. You know what I'm saying?
That's all they wanted. They be like, "Oh man, y'all see that shit? I do look."
He roasted me, huh?
I do look like the dude from Moana.
I'm just waiting I'm waiting for somebody to be like, hey, yo, Brent Taylor, could you roast my baby, please? Can you roast my baby? Like, just hold up their little.
You get this? Hey, it's my birthday, man. It's my birthday, man. Would you mind, man? My wife is,
Well, it's more the other way around. They call for the. Can we send a message roasting their like loved one? You know what I mean? Can you send a little quick happy birthday roast to my grandma?
I've had people though actually want me to roast them for their birthday.
For their birthday?
Yeah, please, man. Like, and they'll troll me for. Like,
yo, that's some 50 Shades of fucking S&M type shit. You just want like, please, thank you. Can I have another roast, please? Strike me again. Like that shit is.
Wildest one I ever seen.
Hit me with your roast.
I had a chick, yo, like she was like low key, like popping at me, right? So I'm listening to her, and I'm like, "How do you know who I am?" Like, she just like
out the blue, just talking shit.
Yeah, because sometimes you be thinking about it, because they be like talking about all the stuff, and they're aware of your work. Okay, that's cool. And now I'm like, all right, well, which one did you find me on first? That's all. Like, since we talking about which one first. How did you find? I'm got a big smile on my face. I'm thinking, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm thinking of my greatest hits and something like that.
Oh, no.
Biggest one, something. Yo, how'd you find me or something like? She was like, yeah, me and my dude, right when we was doing it, we used to put roasting on our I was like, so y'all just fucking chill? Like, that's what y'all would just do real quick?
Yo, but that's the story of this.
Roasting and chilling? That's what y'all was doing?
That's the story of this fucking pandemic. Because some niggas don't have no streaming service. Like so they just, because they all they got is a TV, and that motherfucker comes with the preloaded apps, and one of them is YouTube. So they just find themselves just scraping the YouTube, watching conspiracy shit and roast me.
That's hilarious.
Watching pyramids and fucking and roast me. You know,
that's the new Marvin Gaye right now. That's the new. You done heard this?
Pyramids and pussy.
Man.
Ancient aliens, yeah, them joints, man.
Man, all right, you from DC, man. You look like you played sports, man. Like,
oh, I thank God, cause goddamn, I barely. I mean, I could play like I
was say professionally. Man.
Oh no,
like you look like you played sports like a long time ago when you were a child.
Yeah. he threw that shit in there. I like how somehow you were able to weave your roast to come back.
The biggest kid, or something like that.
I was on the,
you know what I'm saying? You just stayed in the pocket.
I know you was a mean gymnast, but we're going. But nigga Brent was sticking them landings.
Yo,
that nigga could stick them landings. Oh, Simone Biles.
I was a hooper. I was just made for bullshit.
Well, look, I was shorter when I was my freshman and sophomore year of high school. I was shorter. I tried out for basketball both years.
You still have the acne, right?
No, I actually did not have the acne at that point. You know what I'm saying? I didn't get acne till an adult. I was actually pure. Like my face was like just not touched. It was not touched by the world and the sin, everything. I got old. Yeah, I was a late bloomer, so that makes sense. So.
Oh my God, bro.
No, I'm serious, bro. It's crazy. It's literally just late blooming, bro.
How old was you the year that you first when you was
my first bump, nigga? Like is that what we trying to say? When did I get it bumped?
Like, yo,
God damn, nigga. Well, let's see. Maybe 2012 was the first day. I was like, ugh, that hurts.
You was in your 20s when you
yeah, nigga. I promise, bro.
You had your first breakout in your 20s?
Yeah, nigga.
Like Michael Jackson?
ain't the wrong pussy.
I look like Michael Jackson. I had acne. I didn't get it at the off the wall exactly. So I didn't.
When he was like, no, Joseph, I don't
So
want you to
look,
be
you know
like
what it's like being a late bloomer. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't. Well, I mean, you still you coming. You coming. Stick in there. So look, you're still blooming. You little sprout. Niggas a sprout. Okay. Put it under your pillow. Don't forget, nigga. It is. But listen, so I tried out for basketball. It was too short, you know what I'm saying? And then what I did, so I was just playing. I did wrestling, and I just went out and did that, and then ended up getting on the team. And all you have to do to be on wrestling is not quit that shit, because everybody quits. Right. Literally, they just like, oh, if you want to be on the team, that's fine, but you're probably gonna quit, or you're not gonna make weight, and that was the craziest shit too.
Extremely hard.
So I weighed 100. I had to wrestle 112 pounds my sophomore year of high school. So about 10 more pounds than you. I was like, about like 5'4", 5'5". Yeah.
All right. Go ahead.
So look, so I did that, you know what I'm saying? Then my junior year, I was like 125. Didn't wrestle my senior year. I just was like, you know, I'm good on these workouts. I think I had a steady girlfriend at the time, so I was like, hey man, if I'm gonna wrestle anything, it's gonna be this pussy.
Right,
like,
I was gonna ask. I was asking that because that's the only girl on the male. It must have been like you had some experience.
Yeah.
I went a girlfriend there.
Yeah. I was like bad bitches. Okay. Yeah.
Hot girls. Shout out.
Woo.
Okay. So you went to college, man. Where you went?
I did. I went to college. I went to Towson University. So that's in Towson, Maryland. Shout out to the Tigers. Okay. That was my college, man, and it was amazing. I thought I was gonna go to the university.
Like a small school.
It was the second largest school in Maryland. It wasn't small. About 30,000 population.
Did you have a good experience?
Dude, my high school experience became fantastic, and then my college experience was even better. Okay. And I came in as a freshman thinking I was going to transfer to University of Maryland. I was like, I'll go to Towson, and I was mad because my ex at the time, she was also going to Towson. So I was like, I look like I'm following her. You know what I'm saying? I look like I'm thirsty and shit.
Right.
But ended up meeting my roommates. They were super cool. I had to live kind of off campus, so we started having like parties. And we called our parties Booty Wall, you know what I mean? And I was literally a freshman on Booty Wall, bro. And that came about because there was this one wall, and every party we had just kept getting dirty. It had the jean. It was so blue, it just looked like somebody took a streak of paint and just put it on this even line on our white walls. Okay. And so we were just like, yo, this is the wall. Like, I don't know for whatever reason, everybody just got it popping on that wall. This is the time that pussy popping on the handstand was popular. So literally, girls were.
I like how you explain all this ratchetness with proper diction and everything.
Yeah, you know, because I'm trying to keep it. I'm trying to still keep it. Yeah.
G-rated for the children.
We want your show to get sold, nigga. Yeah, so we don't want to stay here, right here in front of this background. We want to have a different background. We want to have the real background. This should be a window back here.
Okay.
But yeah, the parties started popping, and then I started getting kind of known on campus because I was inviting the freshman girls, because that was who I was mostly around. I didn't know the upper class men as much, but because I was in the upper class campus, the freshman girls would come over to our shit, you know what I'm saying? And they were like, oh my God, this nigga Broady lives in a villa. Like, it seemed like I lived in like the most magical place, because everyone else had to live in dorms.
Was you a Kappa already?
No, I wasn't. I wasn't a Kappa till my sophomore year. Yeah, Greek life. Hey,
but I fucked with how you had your life already, and then you did Greek.
And then I did it.
A lot of people do the Greek and it's full.
Well, they say that you do it.
I already having booty parties before I became a Kappa.
Oh, I think that's part of the reason why my pro fights were like,
me.
yeah.
They needed me. I helped them.
We want you. You know what I'm saying? With the Uncle Sam hats and shit.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Yeah. So my freshman sophomore year, that was straight up. You know, we was doing the parties. You know, of course, I was a good student. I wasn't like missing classes. Then I became Kappa my junior year. Shout out to the Noops. Lambda Zeta.
As the pretty boys. How did you get in? You had full acne.
Okay. No, I still didn't get. We're still a few years. And we're still a few years before it, but I know, you know, you being in the pretty girls, the AKAs and everything, you know what I'm saying? I know that, you know, we sometimes.
Excuse me.
Throw your little, come on, throw your little.
No.
Do it for the, come on.
No.
You got some solos at home that want to hear you. Ski! Do you look?
Damn.
Do you look? Do you look?
You already took my.
Do you look?
Took my chin.
Hey, but shout outs to Kamala, yo. You know what I'm saying? She did. She's repping for y'all. Kamala, Madam VP, your sorrow. Ski we to the Madam VP. Yo, but we
sophomore year.
Sophomore year, Greek life. Yeah, sophomore year I did become Greek life. You know what I'm saying? So I went into my junior year already Greek. So spring '06 is when I crossed or whatever, and I pledged. And I remember the dude that was online with me. You know, you do the pre-pledge and all that. I remember this dude. He was online with me. He dropped the second day that we were online, bro. So we did all this pre-pledge in the summer. It was the fall, going into the winter season. You know, over winter break. And then he dropped, and I was so pissed. They literally they were like, yo, you gonna possibly be a solo. You know what I'm saying? Like, are you ready for that? And I was like, yeah, whatever, I can do this.
I know what that feels like.
You know, like, yeah, why not? Oh my God. No, but I still didn't know how real shit was about to get. You know, so I was like, yeah, I can do this shit, man. Come on, we just been washing cars. That's what, I gotta wash a bigger car? Like, I don't get. Come on, yo. So I was like, yeah, we gonna do this. And then so they literally had a sit down discussion at set, yo. And then like after that. That shit turned up a whole other notch, bro. But see,
that made you who you are today, man.
I'm saying though, there's literally like honestly like comedy is like another. So my alias, so my line name is Excalibur, and my alias is Comic. So Excalibur is like the sword from the Sword and the Stone. So King Arthur, so the unbreakable sword, bro.
I hear you, but I'm also hearing Shalimar.
Shalimar, nigga? Hey, so you just reuse jokes on this show?
But I'm pretty sure you was the Mickey Freak.
Mickey Freaky or that shit? Look, anyone light-skinned nigga, obviously I've been. But like I was literally just, by myself doing it. And it was like, so I had to memorize so much information, obviously. And a lot of times.
Finished with you?
By myself, bro. Solo dolo.
I'm
telling you, the dude dropped. Second day, he was out, man. He was out. He's like, hey, Brandon, I don't know if I can do this. You know what I mean? He's country dude. You know, he was like, I don't think I could do this thing. And then.
You're still clowning him to this day, yo.
Bro, because I thought I'm supposed to have, but it's like, it's interesting because it's like when we go on stage, we by ourselves.
Y'all
so
have
it's
no
like.
Brotherhood. Y'all have no brotherhood.
You have no look, but you by yourself, so it almost prepared me to really be, because I had just started comedy, I think right after that. Yeah, I honestly I pledged, crossed, and then I started comedy that summer, bro.
Wow.
That's when. So at that point, it's like I felt like nothing could you feel like nothing can stop you after that shit, man. And it's real. It's like that's real talk. And honestly, to this day, man, I'm so happy. Like Billy Sorrell's a new, Red Grant, Cedric the Entertainer. Just to name, some of the ones Delay is another one.
I like how you brought that in there because just a lot of people don't speak up, but just the Greek process itself, that changes who you. It makes you. It just makes every little challenge in life. I can do it. I can get through this. I can get through it. I know what that feels like to be in that situation when they're like, because I was deep in it when they were like, you might have to go by yourself. Like everybody was, was going.
They were going to drop.
Thank God they didn't. But I just remember, I remember it was like a night or two where it was like, oh shit, I gotta finish this part by myself.
What school was it?
And it's Sacramento State.
Wow.
That it prepares you for life, man. The whole rest of your life, you literally can do anything. You build a car by your hands or something like that.
Yeah, and it's cool because too, you travel around the country. You meet someone that's in your same frat, your same sorority. It's like you automatically have kind of someone that you can, sit down at the table with, and not have to introduce. Like you already have something to talk about. You already have something that you can connect on, and then after that you start finding more and more connections. So it's like it's so dope that I have frat that are also comedians, because the comedian crew is already a frat within itself.